And as you can see, there has still been a lowering of the height on this planet. Thus, people have gone down to now, for the foremost, less than 6 feet. We have lost over a whole foot in just 10,000 years. However, that trend is starting to reverse itself, and as our spirituality is growing greater, we are slowly returning back to our original heights on this planet. Within the Agartha network, the cities that are allowed to join are only those that are based on light principles, only those that are based on love, only those that does not hurt, only those that are based on non-aggression fate. Within the Agarthian network, besides Telos, which is the capital, there are 4 more cities, for instance, that are based on Lemurian technology and Lemurian ideas. One is called Rama, which is underneath India. Rama being the original name of India. The Rama culture is consisted of people that are almost pure Lemurian before the so-called Aryan race entered India. The other 2 cities that hold an allegiance to Telos but are very independent are Uyghur cities. One is called Shonshi, which is under Tibet, not too far from the capital of Tibet. It is being sheltered from the surface by a Tibetan lamasery. This is a Uyghur city. Uyghurs are a group of people that left Lemuria 40 to 50,000 years ago and situated themselves throughout much of what is Asia, India, and Central Europe. The second Uyghur city is called Xinhua. Xinhua is in the Gobi, or should I say under the Gobi Desert. This too is a Uyghur city. On top of the Atlantean city, which is called Posidid, the one underneath the Monte Grasso Plateau, there is also another Atlantean city, just a little farther north, and there is another Atlantean city that is underneath the Atlantic Ocean, and several other smaller satellite cities throughout the planet. As I said, these are all a member of the Agartha Confederation. Plus there are several independent cities that are not a branch of any of the larger cities that have simply built subterranean to escape things that have happened on the surface. Some pre-Atlantean Lemurian disaster, some post. The city itself, Telos, as I said, is built under a dome that reaches quite a few hundred feet from floor to ceiling and spreads across most of what would be the base of Mount Shasta, looking from the outside, the top of the dome is about halfway up the mountain. The bottom of the dome is just about even with the base of the mountain. Underneath that are 5 more levels that had been constructed. These levels take up a space so that the deepest levels are about a mile below the ground level at Shasta. The rest of the city is built on 5 levels of several square miles across. These levels are divided up by usage. The top level, being under the dome itself, is where the main part of the city is. This is where the majority of the people live. This is where the public buildings are. This is where most commerce takes place. The second level down is where manufacturing takes place. Some classes take place, and also more people live on. The third level down is totally hydroponic gardens where we grow all of our food supplies. The fourth level down is half hydroponic gardens, part nature, and part manufacturing. The final level down is what we call our nature level. This is the level that is more than a mile in some spots below the ground. In this level, we have created lakes, tall trees, park-type atmospheres. This is where animals live. We have had animals underneath for so long that they have lost their aggressions. That and different temples, priests and priestesses worked, you might say, with their ancestors, removing the need of fear, since it is fear that creates aggression, not only in humans, but also in animals. Thus, we truly have the experience of lions lying down with lambs. In the nature levels, this is where people have come to relax. This is also where we have saved many animals and plants from extinction. More on side 2.